In a quiet village nestled between hills and red earth, the people held tightly to their traditions, passed down like sacred songs, unchanged for generations. One of those traditions was clear: no man must ever see a woman during childbirth. It was a taboo, stronger than law, older than memory. For as long as anyone could remember, the village midwife, an elderly woman with kind eyes and steady hands, had delivered every child. She had helped hundreds of babies take their first breath, until one day she couldn't. The day Auntie Mako went into labor, the clouds hung low. She was strong, brave, and smiling. But something went wrong. She began to bleed. A lot. Her breathing grew faint, her eyes dim. "She needs to go to the hospital," someone cried. But the men around hesitated. "The doctor there is a man," they whispered. "He can't see her. It's against our ways." By the time they made a decision, it was too late. Auntie Mako was gone. The baby too. In the corner of the room stood a small girl, Amira, only 13. She watched it all, silent, trembling. And in that silence, something inside her changed forever. That night, she sat by a candle, staring at the spot where her aunt once sat brushing her hair. "I will never let this happen again," she whispered. "I will become a doctor, even if I have to fight the whole world." But dreaming is easy. Becoming a doctor? Not so much. Especially in a village where books were few, and hope was even rarer. Her family was poor. She wore hand-me-down clothes. Sometimes, she went to school hungry. And every time she spoke of her dream, people laughed. "A doctor? You?" they'd say, shaking their heads. "She'll forget that dream when she learns to cook properly." Even her own uncle said, "That's a city dream, not a village girl's path." But Amira didn't stop dreaming. Every day after chores, she sat under a mango tree with torn books, teaching herself about bones, blood, and the human heart. She had no lab, no internet, only determination. Then one day, something unexpected happened. A group of missionaries arrived in the village. They brought food, clothes, and medicine. But they also brought questions. "What do you dream to be?" one of them asked. The other children laughed and said, "Dr. Amira wants to wear the big coat." But the woman in charge didn't laugh. Instead, she smiled and said, "Would you like a scholarship, Amira?" Amira's eyes widened. She couldn't speak. She just nodded, slowly, then fast, then with tears. And just like that, the world opened. Amira was sent to a prestigious university abroad. Everything was new. The language, the people, the machines she had only seen in books. At first, she struggled. She missed home. She failed tests. She cried in silence. But she never forgot why she was there. She thought of her aunt, of the village girls who still believed childbirth was only safe with one elderly woman. And she kept going. Years passed, and one morning, Amira stood in front of a mirror, wearing a long white coat and a stethoscope around her neck. She had made it. She was not just a doctor. She was one of the best in her field. Her name appeared in medical journals. She saved lives, hundreds of them. But her dream wasn't finished. She returned to her village, not with pride, but with purpose. The villagers came out to see her. Some still doubted. Others whispered. But Amira had come with more than stories. She built a clinic, trained local women, sponsored village girls to go to school, and slowly, patiently, she began to teach. She gathered the elders and said, "Tradition is important, but saving lives is sacred. Male doctors are not enemies. They are helpers, just like female doctors. What matters is not gender, but skill and care." Some resisted, but many listened. Because Amira didn't come to argue. She came with truth and love and the quiet strength of someone who had lived through the cost of silence. Today, in that same village, when a woman goes into labor, she has options. She can go to the clinic. She can be seen by a trained doctor, male or female. She can live. And every girl who passes the small white building with the blue doors sees a sign that reads, Dr. Amira Women's Health Center. And they know that dreams are not just for cities. They can be born in silence. They can grow in poverty. They can rise from heartbreak. So if the world tells you that your dream is too big, that you're too poor, too small, too quiet, remember Amira. She turned a tragedy into a mission. And she changed not just her own life, but the future of an entire village. Thank you for listening. Keep dreaming, keep building, and never ever settle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss powerful motivational stories like this.